Well. The quick-learning Chery executives have finally beaten Toyota, but in all the wrong metrics. Chery's entry-level compact crossover SUV, the Tiggo 7 Pro for the African market, is at the bottom of the crash test safety barrel. Unlike its Australasian counterpart that scored 5 stars under the more stringent Euro NCAP protocols, Global NCAP awarded the Chery for the African markets a paltry 2 stars for adult occupants and 3 stars for child occupants under 3 years of age in rearward-facing child restraint seats. The entry-level models for the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro and the Toyota Corolla Cross do not have curtain airbags, which is why both vehicles only received 2 stars from Global NCAP for adult occupant safety. Curtain airbags protect occupants from head injuries in the event of side pole impacts, which can be deadly even at low speeds. They also help to keep occupants inside the vehicle in the case of rollover. So, the nut-cracking low-speed side impact pole test was not done, as the dummy would be dead, because only the top-of-the-range models get curtain airbags. Buyers in the poverty pack models run the risks of having their nuts cracked even at low speeds. And there are no center airbags either. Both the Corolla Cross and the Tiggo 7 Pro offer its occupants an unstable footwell area. However, not to be outdone by Toyota, the Chery provides an unstable body shell that cannot withstand further loadings. A stable body shell is critical in protecting the occupants and in ensuring that the passive safety mechanisms perform optimally. So, in a frontal crash in the Tiggo 7 Pro, protection for the driver's chest, upper legs, and feet is rated as marginal. It does have a side chest airbag, and protection in the side movable barrier test was rated as good for all body parts. Euro, NCAP, and ANCAP tests the crash test safety of children aged 6 and 10 years old in the second row, but Global NCAP does not do these tests. Here's a clip from the American Insurance Institute of Highway Safety that explains why the second row also needs pretensioner and load limiter seatbelts.
The front seat has gotten a lot safer in recent years. Front seat occupants are now benefiting from technologies such as airbags and advanced seatbelt systems. The same level of technology often does not exist in the rear seat to protect those occupants. Advanced seatbelt systems that we often see in the front seat of vehicles these days include 2 specific technologies: crash tensioners and load limiters. A crash tensioner activates immediately upon a crash beginning and pulls you into the proper seating position. A load limiter, once the crash is underway, relaxes the belt, limiting the amount of force on your chest during the crash. They must also remain safely positioned within the seat belt during the crash and avoid contact with any hard surfaces in the vehicle. The biggest problem we saw with this group of vehicles was the rear passenger sliding forward beneath the lap belt. This motion is termed submarining and results in the lap belt sliding up off of the pelvis and into the abdominal region, which can result in a higher likelihood of internal injuries. These test results do not change our advice to parents. The rear seat is still the safest place for children. Those under the age of 13 should continue to ride in the rear seat of the vehicle and be properly secured in a child safety seat or booster seat appropriate for their age.
Global NCAP has called out Chery for the publication of NCAP crash test results from other markets that are not relevant to the Tiggo 7 Pro models available in South Africa. NCAP results are region-specific because the regional factors are different and manufacturers change safety components and the structural integrity of their vehicles, all of which affect crash test safety ratings. For example, note the crash test rating of the Tiggo 7 Pro for the Australasian market and the extensive list of standard safety features, and then note the very short list of standard safety features of the Tiggo 7 Pro for the African market and the resultant poor crash safety test rating. They are completely different vehicles safety-wise. Tiggo 7 Pro for Australasia. Tiggo 7 Pro for Africa. The once generous Chery have stripped out the safety features and produced a reasonably priced entry-level nutcracker that now offers unstable footwell and bodyshell areas and serious chest, upper leg, and feet injuries as standard features. Chery seems to be oblivious of the disastrous impact this could have on them and all their other brands. I hope they improve the structural integrity of these vehicles and increase the list of standard safety features so they can be the cherry at the top. Their current approach is undermining the hard-won consumer confidence of all Chinese vehicle brands.